These are by far the coolest sunglasses ever. Don't they look good? But then, wait a minute. Look at my bracelet too. Oh, wait a minute. I need to be making a video. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Aunt Pruitt here. Hope you're doing well. I'm unbelievable as always. This is another video highlight from the wonderful world of smartphone photography. Appreciate you coming out and taking a few minutes to watch this video. I want to take a look at an application. That sounds a little too formal. An app for your smartphone that was shared with me by my man Steve Borden from the smartphone photographers community. It's called Afterfocus. Now there's two versions of it. It's Afterfocus and then there's Afterfocus Pro. Of course the Pro version gives you extra little bells and whistles, but I'm not going to get into that. So what Afterfocus does is allow you to take your shot that you just captured and set your focal point after you've taken the shot. Now, remember in one of my previous videos, I talked about using focal point and how you can set it up on your camera by, tapping your screen, and it'll allow your camera to zoom in a sense, and focus on a particular object. Well, imagine doing that after you've taken the shot. Let me show you this app. It's pretty slick. If you look at some of his pictures here, you'll see how he set the focus on this particular object or little kid here and blurred out the background, but you can get in and have a granular effect with your blurring out, so you can really fine tune your blur and set the definition around your object. It's pretty neat. Just let me show you. Hold on a second. Okay, so we have Afterfocus here on my phone here, the HTC One Max, and I selected a picture. What I want to do is set up the focal point to be right there on me and my little hard-head boy. What I found is if you zoom in a little more, you get a lot better control and feel for setting your focal point, because you set your focal point by drawing on the area that you want the picture to be focused on, whether it's a full body, whether it's just a shape or what have you. So first off, I'm going to click right there in the little zoom area and get a little bit closer. All right. Next, you click on this focus button here and you just draw on your objects. Now you see how thin that red line is? You can adjust that by tapping the brush options and going with a slightly bigger brush or a slightly smaller brush. It's your pick. So we'll go like that and just paint myself in red. Painting myself in red. Boy, does that sound weird. And all right, so we go a little bit bigger on the brush since I'm finishing up. All over his face. All over his little mini afro. All right, now I'm going to leave a little bit of the edges untouched. You see that little fine line right there and a little bit of a fine line right there. You'll see what happens after this thing is processed. It's going to make everything back here blurry and make this pretty much clear. And even this area right here that I didn't touch with the red line, this is going to be blurred too. So it's probably going to look like crap when I process it. So hold on, we'll process it and play around with it. So we click the process button in the upper right corner and we get a new finished product. And just as I said, this looks pretty bad. So if you zoom in on it, it tried to focus solely on myself and him, but you see all of the little digital artifacts around the edges there. Why? Because I didn't clearly define that line, that red line. It really needs to be pressed up against the edges of his arm and my arm and so forth, or it's going to blur it out or end up giving it little artifacts. And this is doable. You could see in Steve's picture, his worked out really, really well. He obviously spent way more time on it than I did, but it's definitely doable and it's a pretty neat tool. And you can also add different filters to your shot. You just click the filter button at the bottom. You can scroll through everything they have listed there. Black and white, maybe a sepia, whatever, whatever suits you. And you got different options under filter number 2. And I like vignetting in some cases, so we'll try vignetting. I don't think it helps this shot, but you get the drift. So, okay, that's afterfocus. You can get afterfocus on your iOS device or your Android device. Just go to the App Store and the Google Play Store. I'll put some links in the bottom of this video so it'll make it a little bit easier for you. But check them out. There's a free version and there's a pro version. And be sure to check out my man Steve Borden on Google+. Give him a follow. As well as check out more content here on smartphone-photographers.com and a new domain.tv. I really appreciate you clicking that like button. It shows up right about there. And clicking that subscribe button too. We'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.